last week, this horrible video surfaced of a boy being assaulted by at least 5 kids on a school bus. Now, the rumors, he was a white kid. He was being attacked by a bunch of black kids, which, again, whether the race had anything to do with it, we don't know, but we understand how the media would have covered it the other way around, okay? The allegation was the kid was wearing a Trump hat, and that's why he was attacked. So here's the latest on that. 5 students have been charged on Friday after a shocking video emerged of a Florida boy being attacked on a school bus, allegedly because he'd previously worn a hat supporting President Donald Trump. The news comes 3 weeks after the initial attack on November 21st that sent 14-year-old boy, identified as Tyler, to the hospital with head contusions. I reached out to the lawyer. I have not heard back. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office said the students involved have been charged with first-degree misdemeanor battery after discussing the charges with the state attorney's office. The Florida State Attorney's Office recommended that the incident does not meet the criteria for a hate crime. And I assume that they're saying it doesn't meet the criteria for a hate crime because they're saying it was politically motivated, even though the political motivation here is race-based. But I digress. Superintendent Rex Mitchell shared a press release on Friday addressing the incident. Mitchell says the school district has investigated the incident, disciplined the students involved in the altercation, and turned information over to the sheriff's office for criminal action. Although social media was set ablaze at the implication that the beating happened because Tyler wore a MAGA hat, Mitchell contends that this was not the case. It is implied in the post that the altercation occurred because one of the students involved was wearing a political hat showing support for President Trump. There was no evidence found during the investigation that indicated the student was wearing of such apparel on a prior occasion. There was no evidence found during the investigation that indicated the student was wearing of such apparel on a prior occasion motivated the incident. So what they're saying is, they're saying that we don't have any proof that this happened as a result of him previously wearing this hat. Now, the parents disagree with that. The parents say that he was immediately bullied when he wore this hat, which he paid for himself. He wore the hat to school. He was bullied. He put the hat away, never wore it again. And he says, but the damage was done. And the parents, one of the dads who posted on Twitter suggested that as a result of him previously wearing the hat, that's what sparked this altercation. The authorities are saying they don't have any actual evidence of that, okay? The incident began with a verbal altercation between 2 students that escalated when additional students became involved, which, of course, could have been over the hat. The school district reviewed the bus video to not only view the altercation, but the event leading up to the event and the subsequent conclusion. Mitchell said that we absolutely do not condone the use of physical force between students. This was a very unfortunate incident, completely unrelated to any political statements or agendas. Again, the parents disagree with that. So I guess here's what I don't have from the school and from the authorities. I don't have an explanation as to what started this. The only thing they're saying is there's a verbal altercation, and they don't have any indication that this had anything to do with the hat. Okay, so what was the altercation over? What started it? Was this person still targeted because of the previous hat? Because the parents seem pretty convinced that that's the reason why. Okay. Now, again, I don't know. I have the same information that all of you have, that the press is putting out there. But you've got the authorities going really out of their way to say that this has nothing to do with politics and has nothing to do with this boy wearing that hat previously. But they're not offering an alternative explanation. They're just saying there's a verbal altercation which led to the attack. Okay. Was there a verbal altercation because he had previously worn the hat? That's the thing. And the parents are convinced that that is exactly what caused this. The authorities say that they don't have any proof of that. Okay. Following the November incident, Griffin says that they no longer feel safe sending Tyler back to school and are considering other options, including homeschooling or moving to a different county. The money donated to the GoFundMe that they've set up will go towards purchasing a good laptop, computer, and other supplies needed to be successful in homeschool environment. Okay, don't give them any money. Now, I feel bad that this kid got attacked. It's unjustified. Doesn't matter what happened. It's at least 5-on-1. At one point, the parents said there was 8 students involved, clearly outnumbered. Why are you setting up a GoFundMe to get a laptop? What's wrong with you? And here's the thing. They have a $4,000 goal. The Dragon, which is now dead, the Dragon, my last laptop, was a very high-end laptop, did not cost me $4,000. What the heck did they need $4,000 for? So now they're making money off of their kid getting attacked. And that irks me. I don't like that. Let's see. At the time that this article was written, and I haven't checked the GoFundMe on this, but at the time that the article was written, they had raised $2,600 of the $4,000 goal. Which we need $4,000, to get a laptop and be able to do all sorts of homeschool stuff. No, you don't. You need a couple $100 to get a laptop. That's all you need. You don't need a laptop for homeschooling. You really don't. But you can get one for a couple $100. I know, because I have just bought a laptop for myself, and I also bought a laptop for a relative who needed one. So, pretty darn good one, too. A few $100. That's all you need. You don't need a $4,000 GoFundMe campaign. I'm sorry your kid got assaulted. Every indication that we have is that it was wrong. It would be wrong even if he started it, because it was 5 or 8-on-1, depending on which article you read. They charged 5 students. They didn't charge 8, okay? But you don't use that to raise money. And I'm so tired of people doing that. There are legitimate things you raise money for. Horrible tragedies that happen, family members taken out of the family's life altogether, other reasons. But there's no reason, because your kid got attacked, to do a GoFundMe to buy a laptop. I'm sorry, but it's silly. You got more coming up. Newstalk 95.3, Michiana's news channel.